Mike. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Yeah, I know these videos haven't really been great recently, but hopefully we'll start something new. Current blood sugar is sitting at 8.2. I've spent an awful lot of corrections in the middle of the night, and then at 8, I dropped down, and now I've come back out to sit there. I have 0 units of active insulin, so all in all, pretty good. Time, this is actually very good. 91% time in range, 9% above 10 millimoles. That is high, but it's not terrible. 91% time in range yesterday, and average sugar is 7.6. This is the only thing we really need to work on. So I'll work on that today. We'll see how it goes. Today, I want to talk to you about preventing infections and how important it is for type 1 diabetes in preventing infections. Now, infections can cause loss of limb, higher blood sugars, harder to control blood sugars. They all kind of play in because the blood is tied into all your body, so higher blood sugars can affect many different parts of your body. Now, for years, I would get an infection and I'd be fine for the first couple of days, and then I'd go out of whack. But it would always be going out of whack. So how do you prevent infections? One is by washing your hands. Washing your hands, keeping your body clean is always going to help you. It's easy. It's something that needs to be done. Going to the bathroom, washing your hands, having a shower. It's basic stuff that we learned as kids. But you got to remember, as diabetics, especially T1Ds, our blood sugars are higher. So a lot of infections like to feed off that. We like it. That's my baby. We have high budgets on this video. But simple things like using alcohol to clean your skin before injections, washing your hands before. If you get a sore and you see it, keep it clean. If you notice red starting around it, that is the time to take precaution. Don't sort of look at it and say, oh well, yes, I'm just going to see if that's going to progress. Because if you start showing red, that's your body starting to say, hey, infection. If you have any sort of pus, you already have an infection. Respiratory infections are the ones I used to always have to fight. I haven't had one in years, but I would cough, I would get a hacking cough. I used to have to be taking syrup with codeine. I was out for a good night's sleep with that one. But antibiotics. If you're one that wants to be more healthy, you don't want to be tied down with antibiotics. But antibiotics are sure going to be the one that is going to help you to get rid of the infections. I'm currently on an antibiotic because of fungal infection. Now, some of you may, but fungi don't need antibiotics. Well, it's progressed past that. And it's looking red, it's looking warm, it's got all the symptoms of an infection, so antibiotics is just a course just to make sure and to knock it out. We want to get rid of it because I don't want to have to sit here worrying about high blood sugars because I have an infection. Little things is notice your clothing and changing your clothing, dirty clothing, keeping your clothing clean, keeping you clean, all can harm it. But if you have an infection, get it treated ASAP. Make an appointment with your doctor, your nurse practitioner, go to emergency room. You want to, if you do have an infection, you want to get it treated by oral antibiotics. You don't want to have to go to the route of getting IV antibiotics because IV antibiotics are a pain. Having to spend hours waiting for the IV antibiotics to go through is not a fun time whatsoever. So, make sure you clean clothes, clean body, wash hands a couple of times a day, especially during cold and flu. Just doing this can cause transfer. And that getting into a wound can also cause infection. Your higher blood sugars are meaning you're fighting an infection, usually. If you're just out there eating sweets and you have a high blood sugar, must be fighting an infection. Well, I'm just saying one of the side effects of it. It doesn't mean that it's always going to happen. But prevent infections takes time and makes you feel better, makes you not lose time at work. And I used to actually enjoy my job, and I would hate when I have to take time off work. I was pretty active at work. I trained in a convenience store chain, so while I was working the whole time, I was running back and forth. But my whole time being off, I was off because of foot infection once, and that was just totally no fun whatsoever. And you don't always get your full-time pay if you're on sick leave. So, take care of yourself. Wash your hands throughout the cold flu season. Wash your hands if you're involved in dirt and grind job. If you're dealing in health food, you don't want to get anything like tuberculosis or any sort of chest infection that you're going to pass off. Basically, keep your body clean with showering, washing your hands. If you get ill, get it treated and get it taken care of. That's really it. And with that, have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye then. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me